Today, we're getting our first look at the iPhone 16 Pro models, along with comparisons to their predecessors and confirmations of new specs and features. Be sure to hit subscribe, and let's dive in. First, we have a tweet from Ice Universe stating that the iPhone 16 Pro will introduce new AI features, transforming it from a latecomer in AI to a leader in the smartphone industry. Apple is focused on integrating extensive on-device AI capabilities into the iPhone 16, making this development quite plausible. Additionally, iOS 18 is set to be one of the most significant upgrades ever. According to Mark Gurman's latest Power On newsletter, iOS 18 will even incorporate generative AI for creating custom emojis based on the tone of your messages or statements. Next up, we have news that mass production of OLED panels for the iPhone 16 Pro has started, which likely explains the surge in confirmations we're seeing. As with previous years, Samsung and LG have been tasked with this production, while BOE misses out again, but will be manufacturing the LTPS displays for the non-Pro models. Samsung is expected to produce the majority of the OLED panels. Although the exact specifications of the display are not yet confirmed, rumors are suggesting an impressive peak brightness of 2,800 nits. Next, we have confirmed camera upgrades for the iPhone 16 Pro models. According to Baby Source on Weibo, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a larger main sensor using a custom version of the Sony IMX903 48-megapixel sensor. However, the iPhone 16 Pro will continue with the IMX803 sensor. Both Pro models will be upgraded to a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and the iPhone 16 Pro will also receive a Tetra Prism camera upgrade for 5x optical zoom. We have the first glimpse of the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro courtesy of some new tweets from Majin Buu. Starting with the images of the standard iPhone 16, you can see that both models look very similar and appear to be the same size. The iPhone 16 seems to be a render rather than a dummy model. Notably, in the side view, the capture button is located where the millimeter wave antenna used to be, and on the opposite side, there's a new action button along with smaller volume buttons. On the back, there's a new vertically aligned camera module. For the Pro models, the iPhone 16 Pro is slightly larger, which corresponds with its bigger display. The rear camera setup looks similar, but the camera rings on the 16 Pro appear to be larger. In the side view, the 16 Pro has the new capture button, but its misalignment suggests it might be a Photoshop creation rather than a physical model. Additionally, the final images show the iPhone 15 Pro with the SIM tray in an incorrect position, further indicating that these images might be photoshopped. While these details should be taken with a grain of salt, they do match the leaks we've seen so far. For those of you excited about the iPhone 16 series, we're about to dive into the full specs, design, and expected pricing for each model in the lineup to help you find the perfect fit. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. First, we have the standard iPhone 16. This model features a 6.3-inch OLED display, though it remains an LTPS display. The iPhone 16 boasts a taller aspect ratio than last year's model and is protected by Ceramic Shield 2. The new Dynamic Island houses a 12-megapixel selfie camera and Face ID sensors. On the back, it includes a 48-megapixel primary camera and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera. It is powered by the A18 chipset, paired with 6 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of storage. The device comes with a 3450 mAh battery supporting 30-watt fast charging. Connectivity options include advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. The iPhone 16 will ship with iOS 18 and is expected to launch in September 2024, starting at around $850. Next up is the iPhone 16 Plus. This model features a 6.9-inch OLED display, though it's another LTPS type. The screen is taller than its predecessors and is protected by Ceramic Shield 2. The new Dynamic Island houses 12-megapixel selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. On the back, it has a 48-megapixel primary camera and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera. The iPhone 16 Plus runs on the A18 chipset and is expected to offer 6 GB of RAM with up to 512 GB of storage. It's equipped with a 4420 mAh battery that supports 30-watt fast charging. Connectivity options include advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. It comes with iOS 18 and is anticipated to launch in September 2024, starting at around $950. Next, we've got the iPhone 16 Pro. The iPhone 16 Pro features a 6.3-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display. With a sleeker aspect ratio compared to its predecessor, the Pro model boasts protection by Ceramic Shield 3. The innovative Dynamic Island conceals the 12-megapixel selfie camera and Face ID sensors. On the rear, enjoy the prowess of a 48-megapixel primary camera, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 12-megapixel Tetra Prism camera offering 5x optical zoom. Fueled by the A18 Pro chipset, it offers 8 GB of RAM and storage options up to 1 TB. Powering it all is a 3450 mAh battery, with anticipated enhancements to fast charging. Expect seamless connectivity with advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Running on iOS 18, the iPhone 16 Pro is slated for a September 2024 release, with prices starting at approximately $1,100. Introducing the iPhone 16 Pro Max, featuring a 6.9-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display with a taller aspect ratio and Ceramic Shield 3 protection. The dynamic island houses a 12-megapixel selfie camera and Face ID sensors. On the rear, there's a 48-megapixel primary camera, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 12-megapixel tetra prism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It runs on the A18 Pro chipset, comes with 8 GB of RAM, up to 1 TB of storage, and a 4500 mAh battery. Additionally, it supports advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Expected to ship with iOS 18, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is anticipated to launch around $1,300 in September 2024. Overall, the iPhone 16 series looks like a great addition to the lineup. Whether you're interested in the Pro models or the non-Pro with better and brighter displays, upgraded chipsets, and camera improvements, it's bound to be a popular device. With iOS 18 bringing plenty of new features, especially focusing on AI, it's going to be a significant upgrade. Hopefully, some of these features will also be available for older iPhones. However, due to its similarities to the predecessor, I can't imagine anyone with an iPhone 15 rushing to upgrade. But for anyone with an older iPhone or looking to get their first iPhone, it's going to be a great choice. As we approach the launch, more information will become available, and I'll be sharing it as soon as it does. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything in the future.